Yu Wakamatsu, they obviously had, I already fought one of their athletes, so they knew that me being a shorter fighter, I had to cross the distance to get to him. And I was a little more content in the clinch area when he had my arm like this. He wasn't throwing any knees, and I was landing more knees in that exchange. And then in the first round, when he got my back, and I was like, good for you. And so when he had my back, I was shocked at how long his legs were when I was trying to entangle him. And that was the biggest thing, is how long he was. I wasn't just used to that. Like, the last time I fought a guy who was, that tall was Miguel Torres, and that was back in 2011. I'm still trying to get adjusted to the height difference. Obviously coming over from my previous ventures. I'm fighting guys who are 5'3", 5'4", not guys who are 5'8" and 5'9".
Eddie looked visibly relieved when he won. How relieved were you when you got your hands raised?
I was happy, but at the same time, like I expect more from myself. Like I train so hard, I'm looking for the finish. When I had his back, and I believe in the third round, I was trying to throw him up to throw him in my arm bar. But once again, 5'3", throwing up a dude who's 5'8", I got a lot of ground to cover. And even when we were talking it back, we shared a moment against each other, not against each other, but we're talking about, he said, that's my favorite move, I got you in. And I was like, yeah, I was content there because you weren't doing that. Like, I was landing the body shot, so I was okay you having that move. So it was fun.
You said you didn't really get in your career. Did you feel like that before in a fight?
No, that was just the first time. Like, when I'm in there fighting, like, I'm not even fighting, I'm like analyzing the whole situation instead of just going after just fight. I think in the second round, like, that's when I kind of got in my groove, and he was like just doing a good job of holding me. Like when I passed guard, he would hold me down, and there was a point where I got in side control. He literally had his arms around me, and I was like this, and I was slamming him, trying to get my arms free so I could start doing my submission game. But it just was a very methodical fight.
You told me as well in the week you don't feel like you can reach your full potential without matching in your corner. With a bit of a struggle in the first one, would it benefit you a lot more if you had him in your corner, do you think?
Possibly, because Matt knows how to get to me. I'm in your corner, so. But it's the road I've chosen to take, and it's a fun experience. Like after my. I was. But you, in the middle of the fight, have to solve it. So I'm doing all this, and that's what I mean. When I'm fighting, I'm analyzed. Like when he got my back, I'm like, good for you. Okay. And then I'm trying to get my legs, and I was like, God, your legs, they're long. Oh my goodness. And then I turn around, I'm like, oh, that hurts my rib. I was like, oh man. So that's what's going on in my mind in the fight. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna get choked out. No. I'm like, analyze what's going on, and that might be why I can't get in my group, because I'm sitting there focusing on like what's going on, and I get the fight like what happened, and yeah.
What website is right?
They're talking all the time. But
I think one website this week wrote that the flyweight in one championship were bigger than they are in the UFC. What's your take on it?
Bigger?
Yeah.
I would say so. Just because the guys over in North America are 5'2", 5'3", I mean, the top of the top, like I said, I'm fighting guys who are 5'7", like Adrian Moraes, I think he's like 5'10". So, like, there's no way he will make 125 pounds. I mean, I walk around 135, 137 pounds. So I'm literally fighting at my actual weight. These guys, they might be walking around 145, and they die, they make that. So I'm truly walking around what I'm fighting at, which is 135. Next question.
Speaking of analyzing, what did you see in the
I think obviously some see the Danny Diaz is a great striker on his feet, and him and Reese McLaren had a great back and forth battle in the grappling department. So obviously I can't give my analysis because I'm not out there. Obviously Reese McLaren was really trying to force that grappling, and I felt like if Reese would have did a couple of things different, I think he would have had more success, but he didn't.
So in general, how did it like finally fight in front of Filipinos after?
Oh man, it was awesome. Y'all are amazing. The fans are amazing. it was fun, man. I mean, the crowd was awesome. I mean, it's just a whole different perspective over here. Like people, when they cheer whether they win or lose. I mean, Edward Folayang went out there, gave it his all, and you know, when I see him, he doesn't look like he lost. He's just like, it happens, you know. I mean, we're all in this sport and we love it. And some days we have good days and some days we have bad. And not one person, I ever heard one person say, "You suck, Edward." And that's just not the the mentality over here. That's what I love about it.
To the double champ, Alvarez. Just 2 questions. Did you talk to Brandon Vera tonight, and how is your preparation for your upcoming bout going?
I haven't seen him. I saw his wife and his trainer, and I shook hands, said hi to them. Preparation's going well. As you can see, I'm a lot bigger than the last time you saw me.
Yeah.
I'm gained about I'm about 228 pounds right now, and that's before starting camp. By the time I'm done with training camp, I'll probably be around 220 and be in good shape again.
Just to follow up on that, you're facing arguably the toughest challenge in your career in Brandon Vera, who's the heavyweight champion. How's it like preparing for someone like Vera, a bigger guy?
Very motivated for this, Brandon Vera, so it gives me a lot of motivation. And also, we have a lot of training partners his size, so it's not an issue. I have guys his size. I have guys that are heavier than him. I have guys that are taller than him, and I spar with them and train with them on a daily basis. So it shouldn't be a problem.
So what do you think is your advantage against Brandon?
Advantage, durability, my heart, and probably I've had more fights than him in one championship. In the last 1 year, I've had more fights than him probably in his last 3 years. That's going to be my edge.
Yeah, for DJ, was there a significant difference performing inside a ring instead of a cage? And moving forward, which would you prefer to fight with?
To be honest, I spent more time in a ring in my whole entire career than actually a cage. I know a lot that might come as a shock to a lot of people. So, I've always spent more time in a ring than actually in a cage. So when I get ready to compete in a cage, I'll just train in an open space and mat. So, honestly, it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, with this fight, I feel like a ring caters more to my striking ability, but I just couldn't get there tonight. So it was more of a grappling exchange tonight. So it didn't make any difference.
So does that mean having the fight in a ring favored you the most?
It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where I fight. It never matters. Like, obviously, if I get to the point where I can let my hands go and just go and track my opponent down, they may not my favor of the ring. But honestly, there's just no difference. I couldn't tell you guys, man, there was a huge difference in me competing inside a ring tonight. It was nice. I like the white. It looked good. It was very nice.
DJ, can I just first get your thoughts on Eddie's win and did you see Demetrious win?
No, I'm in the rock game, so I didn't see it.
He won the title.
No, how did he win?
Second round, knocked him down 4 times. I don't really understand that win.
Awesome, amazing. No, it's a leadweight. It's a Burmese traditional leadweight.
Oh, okay.
Where you can headbutt.
Oh, the real deal. I see. Okay.
No gloves.
No gloves. I about that life.
Do we have last 2 questions or last question?
Yeah. I felt the Eddie Alvarez fight. I thought he did amazing. Eddie's always had. It's no secret that he gets in a little trouble when he gets in his fights. Dating back to his Bellator days, even his when he did in the UFC, and even to this, But he looked good. He battled through adversity, got on top, and got Edward Folayang where he is in his strong suit, and was able to get that rear naked choke from the back. So Eddie looked great, and boom, now he's going to the finals. So me and him will compete in Japan October 13th, and should be good.
DJ, how are you going to celebrate your win?
I'm gonna go back to the hotel and chill and relax and go home and see my children. And I gotta get right back into training camp, so it's not like I get a little time off. right? I think if after this fight in October 13th, whether I win or lose, I'm gonna take some time. 3 fights in a year. I haven't done that since I was like 23 years old.
Thank you.
DJ, since you're in the Grand Prix and you're going to, you might win the flyweight championship. Do you plan also to get the championship on the lower weight class to your natural 120?
Oh God, no. God, no, I couldn't make that. I don't know how those guys do it. Obviously, I think I'm a little more dense than the straw weight, I believe they're called. The straw weight's the 125 class. I can't make that hydrated, and I won't try to. Like I said, I'm in my stage of career where I'm out having a good time and just competing. There's no reason for me to try to suck all that weight and try to make weight and make 125. I can make 125, but 125 hydrated, I'm not gonna try to play that game. My health is way more important to me than trying to make a weight class where I can fight guys who are 5'2", 5'3".
What are your thoughts about John Lineker signing one championship?
I think it's great. I think John Lineker is a great athlete. He'll be competing at the bantamweight division 145. So I think it'll be a great athlete to add to the roster. Fights against him and Kevin Bellingham sound amazing. Viviano taking on John Lineker sounds amazing. So I think he'll fit right in. So I think it's a good person to add to the roster. I'll get it one. You can ask him.
DJ, we will have a first ever esports Tekken tournament in one champions, one festival, 1 week before your fight in Tokyo. So do you want to join that?
I haven't played Tekken 7. Last time I played Tekken 7, my coach beat the living hell out of me. So I need to go freshen up my Tekken 7. I'm going to play with those guys. Those guys are absolute animals, like esports athletes. They've been putting as much time in gaming that I have in mixed martial arts. So I respect their craft, and it's something I can't I'm going to compete with the best in the world in Tekken 7. No, but I will definitely be there to learn how my schedule goes. I'm definitely going to be there and very excited for the One Esports first event in Tokyo, Japan. So, thank you guys.